I can guarantee you I know exactly where you're at in your trading, and that's blowing accounts every single day. You probably blew an account today, right? You probably blew an account today. And the reason you're probably saying, well, Jay, how do you know exactly where I'm at? Because I was you at one point in time. I was not living this lifestyle that you guys see me, posting on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you follow me. I know exactly where you're at, and where I was at was I was blowing accounts every single day. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Every single day I was losing thousands of dollars, and it came to a point where I genuinely thought that this shit did not work. Trading prop firms was it was a fantasy. That wasn't a real thing. There's no way. It's just the people winning, it has to be a lie. Like, that is literally that's how bad I was losing. And I know that's exactly where you're at. And this change that I'm gonna make to your trading is going to get you to learn so much about yourself that is going to be impossible for you to blow accounts moving forward. I promise you. In this video, you are going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to come out the other side a completely different trader, and you're saying, oh my gosh, I don't even feel the same, right? And the way that we're going to be able to do that is breaking down, one, what you're currently doing right now and the mindset that you currently have and why you're actually blowing these accounts. And then the exact change that I made to get out of the exact same situation that you're in, so that you can do the same thing and actually get to where I'm actually at right now. Okay? And even past me. I want you guys to be better than me. Let's first understand, let's break down. I'm going to get you to learn a lot about yourself right here. I want you to pay attention. Let's break down exactly where you're at and the exact issue that you're actually facing right now. And that's trying to shortcut this process of prop firms because it's a prop firm. I want to be very clear when I say that. You're trying to shortcut the process because it's a prop firm and you think that you can shortcut it. Because prop firms give you this fantasy of like, oh, it's not real money. Okay, I can just get lucky and I can hope and I can try and use these tricks or these methods to actually get funded and get a payout. I can just gamble my way there because all I did was pay $50 for the evaluation and maybe $120 for the activation fee. The moment that you stop thinking in that mindset is when everything's gonna change. I know that you do that because I used to do it and so many other people do it. I'm trying to save you so much pain. You're trying to shortcut the process. I'm telling you, the more that you try and shortcut the process, the longer that you're gonna stay exactly where you're in. You have to stop over leveraging and gambling these accounts. Stop full porting CPI. Stop doing it. And I know you do it. CPI is actually tomorrow. It's Thursday, April 9th. And I guarantee you, if you're watching this on the 10th, I'm probably gonna post this, you probably full ported CPI and it probably didn't go your way. And even if it did go your way, the activation fee that you're about to pay is gonna go right down the drain because you have not made this mindset shift yet. And you haven't made this actual change to your trading because you're trying to shortcut the process. But the market will always take back what you are not deserving of. Every single time. So I want you to understand that you can't shortcut this process. There is no workaround or there's no secret hack of being able to be profitable with prop firms. Okay? This is the most profitable business we've ever seen. They make multi-millions of dollars a month. Top Step's revenue got leaked one time. It is absolutely ridiculous. And so if they're the most profitable business, we understand that we're at a disadvantage because we're playing their game. And the moment that you start playing their game and abiding by their rules is when you're actually going to succeed. Because the traders that try and go outside of these rules is how they're making their money. They make the money from people over leveraging and trying to gamble the accounts. Why do you think they do these crazy promos and deals? Because they know that they're putting you in a gambling mindset because you are getting the account for cheaper and you want to shortcut it and there's less value attached to it. It's like, if you look at it in that sense, it makes everything so much clearer and easier. You understand? I want to make this very clear. So the moment that you start playing by their rules is when you're actually going to start succeeding. You say, Jay, well, okay, how do I play by their rules? What are their rules? First off, you stop over leveraging, you trade with a correct risk management plan, okay? You start trading with proper risk every single time that you get on the markets. No more full porting, no more over leveraging. You risk the same every single time. Every single 50K account that you buy, every single trade should have the exact same or similar leverage, right? It doesn't have to be the exact same every time. But you create this risk management plan that follows this prop firm's rules of not hitting your daily loss limit. You should never hit your daily loss limit, ever. It should never happen. And if you are, you're trying to shortcut the process because you're over leveraging. Okay? You're trying to get there fast. So you need to create a risk management plan. Okay, and that risk management plan, whatever that may be to you, I have my own risk management plan. I have another risk management plan that I give to my students as well. Okay, but for you, you need to be able to create a risk management plan. So I want you to go look at Top Steps rules or Apex's rules. I personally trade with Apex or Alpha Futures or Lucid. Look at their rules. Okay. Create a risk management plan that abides by their rules, but can also get you to the profit target or wherever you need to go efficiently. Okay? Because we still need to be efficient. We can't be slow. We need to be efficient. But you need to create a risk management plan. That's the number one change that let me take that back. The number one change that you need to make, I'm going to talk about here in just 1 second, but that is a very important change that you need to make. And the sooner that you make that, the more success you're going to end up seeing on the charts. You're going to stop blowing these accounts, okay? Because you're not trying to shortcut the process. You're actually going to start being optimistic about yourself and saying, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get that payout. I'm going to start getting consistent payouts. I'm going to be a profitable trader. I'm going to go full time. I'm going to live where I want to live. Take the trips where I want to take trips. Give back to my parents, things like that. So now let's talk about the most important change. And the thing that really did get me out of these situations that I was stuck in for so long, and that's tracking every single metric that I can possibly track inside of my trading. You need to track every single metric possible because here's kind of the formula of tracking data and why it actually works. If you can track every single thing inside of your trading, there should never be a question about what's going wrong and why you're losing trades, right? You should never have a question about why you're unprofitable if you're tracking every single metric because numbers don't lie. If you track your win rate, your risk to reward, your profit, your loss, etc. How? If you track every single trade, you journal every single trade. You journal your emotions, how you feel. Every single time stamp that you take a trade of entry and exit. Your risk reward on every trade. How? I don't understand. Please help me understand how you could ever be confused about why you're unprofitable or why you're losing if you're tracking every single piece of data because numbers don't lie. So the thing that helped me the most of tracking and reviewing my data is what you do is you read that data, figure out what's holding you back in your trading, and it's super, super easy. If you have it all on a spreadsheet, I personally give all my students a metric tracker, and it tracks every single of their metrics day by day, week by week, month by month, so that they can see and I can see what's wrong in their trading so I can create a plan to fix it, and then they execute it and boom, they get to where they want to go. And so that's the exact same thing that you need to do. So you review the data, you identify the bottleneck in your trading or the issue in your trading, you create a plan to fix it, and you execute, and then that ends up getting to where you want to go. You see progress in your trading. You see profitability in your trading. That was the number one thing, hands down, that completely changed my trading, because when I'm doing that and I'm tracking my metrics, I'm doing the things the right way. When you track everything and you're able to identify these bottlenecks efficiently, what is the need to gamble? What is the need to shortcut? You don't need to, because everything is already so easy because you see everything inside of your trading. Right? Like everything's become so easy, and nobody really talks about like the data tracking. They say, oh, well, you can journal your trades. Do more than that. Fuck just journaling your trades. You need to have a spreadsheet of everything. Treat it like a business. That's how you're going to be able to get to where you want to go. That's why I've gotten to where I want to go. That's why my students have gotten to where they want to go. We'll use Travis as an example. He just requested a 7.5K payout today. Absolute fucking beast. Because we're tracking his metrics, because he takes it serious. He's not gambling. Okay? That's the shift that you need to make. And I guarantee you, if you make those two changes of having a risk plan and having a metric tracker, and you combine those two, there's no need to shortcut. It makes everything so easy. Okay? It's that easy. Okay? If you guys do want access to the metric sheet that I give all of my students, the one that I personally use, that is only for my mentorship students. If you do want to apply for my one-on-one mentorship, you can click the first link in the description. Apply for the mentorship. There's a video that explains everything that you get inside of ProfitX Academy. I just released it not too long ago. It's been super amazing, super fun. I love the guys. We're absolutely killing it. And yeah, you can apply, first link in the description. But other than that, here's another banger for you guys. I'm going to be dropping tons of these mindset sit-down videos. Comment what video you want to see next or what you want to hear me talk about that could maybe benefit you in your trading journey and get you closer to where you want to go and out of this trance of blowing accounts. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.